In this video, we are continuing the rating climb series. This is going to be a little bit of a longer episode. I'm going to be showing you about like 5 games today, so it's going to be long. The first one is a rapid game. We have, I think, one blitz game, and then we have the rest are rapid games. So buckle up. Here we go. Get your popcorn, Pop Tarts, Sour Patch, whatever you want, whatever you watch for a YouTube video, whatever you eat during a YouTube video. I don't know. Let's get jump right in. Here we go. Game number 1. Let's go. Peaks and dips. That's what I want to call this thing. First game I'm going to be showing you, rapid game. This was coming off some rather embarrassing losses on chess.com, but here we go. This is right after those, but you know, you can't document the journey without documenting both the good and the bad, so you know, here we go. Alright everyone, if you have been watching the channel and watching this series in particular, you'll know that we've had a lot of ups and downs. I'm going to be starting this episode with this game I played with the black pieces when I was 1097. This was played some days ago, so I just had to bring it in here because, you know, I just had to show this game. And then we will continue to the games I played actually today. So I played 3 more games today, I believe. Or no, I played 4 games today, I think. Forget. I played like 2 can't speak. 2 rapid games and a blitz game, I think, today. Anyway, I'm playing this game with the black pieces. So my opponent goes b3, I go knight to f6. And here, after I went g3 or g6, I was afraid that they're going to take my knight because I can't stand when people do this because I just leave my king so open, but they didn't. So I went bishop g7 and then went d6 just to get my knight out. And I castled. And then I go knight to c6. Knight to c6 here. I decide not to go, you know, bishop to g4 and then knight to d7, which I normally do. Here I went knight to c6 and then go rook to e8. And the point of rook to e8 was I wanted to go maybe e5 in the future, f3, and now e5. And here I take with, and he plays this. I don't know if these people are like trolling or what they're doing, but they play these things in such weird ways. I mean, like, what is his knight doing over there? They play these openings in the weirdest ways. Oh man. Okay. I go knight c3, I go d4. Okay, I bring my knight back, f4. I don't have to play like this, but I mean, you know, he's cheesing, so I'm gonna cheese too. b5. Okay, and here he just gives away a piece, so I'm like, okay, it's gonna be one of these games, huh? Alright. Bishop takes f4. Okay. I realized I made another error here. So this okay. This is not actually my rating. This is a totally different rating because my rating is not this high. So I'm losing it. My rating was actually 1089, I believe. So castles, knight takes e5. Knight d takes e5, right? Because both knights can go there. Queen c1, knight to g4. And here I found this move. This move was fine. We trade queens. And now I go here. He takes, and I trade rooks, obviously. Okay, because I'm up a piece. Now we have this. And I get in there with my knight. Okay, and then at this point I'm like, okay, so my knight is really stuck. I can't really move it anywhere besides, you know, e7. So I'm gonna go e7. And then go here. This move was, you know, it's not like crazy, but you know, he can't take, obviously. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll take in the future. And I think I go here, and then I take. And here I'm bringing my king. And I bring my king. I restrict his king a little bit. I go here. I check. And then I go here. And I trade. Again, obviously, because I'm up material. And I take here, and I'm really glad I found this move because when I take with the knight, it also protects that pawn. So now I push, he checks me a little bit, and I queen, and he takes on c3, and he resigns. So this game was very nice, and I felt like really weird about this. I felt, no, not after this game. I felt weird doing it now in the video because this was a win, so my rating did go up to 1097. So sorry about that, but I didn't know how else to do it besides just doing it. 1097 now. Let's go on to game number 2. Okay, game number 2. I'm 1097. I'm playing a guy named Majid. Let's say Majid. He's rated 1118. I'm playing again with the black pieces. This is today. So the first game I showed you was like a few days ago, and then this game is today. E4, D5. I've been really switching up my openings for E4 because Scandinavian hasn't really worked out a lot for me, like as much as I wanted. So I've been trading going between like Scandinavian and Sicilian. So like both of those every once in a while. If I'm feeling it, I'll do Scandinavian. If I'm feeling it, I'll do Sicilian. But Scandinavian works better because more people know more theory. If you play Sicilian against a 1100 or like a 1080 or 1090 person, they just play some of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Anyway, here he goes, e4, and again, I'm playing with the black pieces. e4, d5. Takes, knight to c3, queen a5, d3. This is what I normally play against this. Here I've been going c6 because I saw this in a Gotham Chess video, and I'm like, okay, if it works for him, I guess it works for me. I don't know. Knight to e4. Here I go queen c7 again. This is the point of the move c6. I didn't have to do that. Okay, I didn't even have to go c6. After this, I could have gone anywhere. I mean, like, I could have gone there, you know? And if he goes there, I go there. I could have done that. You know, whatever. This opening has not been working for me. But I guess that's the point of it. You got to work at it until you get it down. You get down the theory you want, the certain moves that work for you, depending on the position. It hasn't worked for me so far, but hopefully it'll be getting there in the future. Again, I go here, queen c7, knight takes, check. G takes, queen to f3, bishop to f4, queen to d7, bishop g4. Didn't have to go there, but I'm just looking for moves that kind of improve the position. Queen to e3, bishop g7, and he's trying to attack my bishop. I don't want to give it away right now. Long castles, e5. Okay. Here, I was like, okay, I'm going to win the bishop. But then I was like, no, my king is pinned, so I castle. And then he takes, I go here. And then he goes here. And he attacks my queen. I take the bishop because my bishop sees his queen. So he takes, and then I take. He goes here, we trade, and I'm up a piece. So I'm like, okay, I'm happy. He brings the rook to defend the pawn. I bring the knight because I'm bringing the knight to attack the pawn. I push. He goes here. I take. Here. And this is right about the time I make one of... it's coming up here. Let me just show you. Okay? Yeah, right there. Okay. So pretty quick. I make one of the dumbest mistakes. One of the most childish mistakes I could have ever done. Right there. I go king to f5. Are you kidding me? Like, I just lose the rook and then I lose the game. I was so mad. King d5 and it's over pretty soon. I was so mad though. I mean, and then he mates me there. I was so upset after this game. I was like, I took a full two. Just like, no. Ref, gotta call timeout here. Okay, let's go for another game. Okay, so after that very bad loss against that previous opponent, I'm playing with the white pieces now. So let's flip the board. Playing Mr. Joseph 0319 Ruga. I'm guessing 0319 is his middle name, and then Ruga is his last name. That's just what I'm guessing. And then 1063 obviously is what he bench presses. Okay. 1089 down from 1000. What was I before? Like 1097, I think. Here I would gain like 9 points or something. So like a lot. I would get back to 1097 if I won. White pieces. Here we go. This is a pretty short game. You'll see why. I go b3. b3 is what I play normally in blitz games now because I want to avoid theory. And I like b3. It takes my mind. It really just kind of just helps me relax a little bit. I don't know why that sounds weird, but it just helps me just be more calm, I guess. If you don't know, this opening is called the Nimzo Larsen, the Nimzovich Larsen. My opponent goes h5, so clearly he knows what I'm doing, and he's trying to do the same back to me. Also, it's kind of funny. I think people nowadays, when they see people play b3 and they don't want to play people like that. So I booted up a game before this one, and the person, you can abort games, and the person aborted the game. I'm guessing they probably just didn't want to play against me because I did this. But I don't care. So they go h5, I'll go bishop e2, knight to f6, g3, c5, bishop e2, queen to b7. Okay, queen to b6. Queen to b6 is such a stellar move in the fact that it makes like no sense. Okay, because I'm being serious. No sense. Knight c3, d6, e4. I liked e4. It takes control of the center. E takes d5, bishop g4, f3. The bishop there is kind of misplaced. f4, bishop g4, knight to b5. So attack the queen. Queen goes to a6. I go knight c7 check, and I win by resignation because I have a nice little family fort going on. Boom. Hit the rook, hit the queen, hit the king. My opponent resigns. And I'm back up to 1,097. Going into our last rapid game before the blitz game. So we have 2 more games, actually. This was a great... I mean, like, look at this. I haven't felt this good. I haven't gotten something like this forever. And it just felt so good. Okay, here I am playing with the black pieces again. I'm playing Mr. Omar Karim. And again, he benches 1127. That's pretty good. I mean, the guy... I know a guy, the closest he can bench to 1127 is like 420. So that's pretty good. I'm playing with the black pieces, so we're going to flip the board. Last rapid game, here we go. e4, c5. I go with a Sicilian today. Knight to f3. Served on a nice little plate of whatever this garbage is, okay? This is what I was telling you in one of those first games. This is what garbage people play, okay? This is just nonsense. Like, what are you doing? They go for this little fried liver. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's just... makes me so mad. Why don't you learn real openings, please? I mean, sure, I guess it's like a trap or a gambit or something, but just like, play normal things, please. I mean, playing the elephant gambit is better than this. Playing the I don't know, the Budapest gambit is better than this. Definitely the Blackbird Shilling gambit is better than this. That is one of the best gambits I have ever seen, besides the Queen's gambit, obviously. But oh man, one of the best gambits I've ever seen. But anyway, this is where we're at. I'm gonna kind of go through this quick because this video's already been like way too long. This is the position we're at. Okay, so bishop goes back, we take, and now we have a relatively normal position. I go queen to d6, he goes bishop to f4, and we have this, and... okay. So it looks fine. And here, I came up with this, I'm like, okay, maybe he'll blunder a mate in 2. He doesn't. Now he's just picking up pawns, and this whole time when he was doing this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna win, because I go here, and then I'm like, I'm gonna win, and then nope, because he can go there. And now I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. He picks up all my pawns. And I'm like, I'm toast, man. And eventually he just wins, and I resign. This one hurt a lot because I was almost back up to 1100, and it hurts a lot, especially when you're 3 points away from getting to 1100, and then you don't, and you go back down to stinking 1089. Like I've been there forever. Are you serious? Come on, man. I don't want to be here anymore. With that being said, let us move on to blitz time. Here we go. Number 1 blitz game. Only 1 blitz game. Okay? And then, again, for blitz, please disregard the horribly low rating. I don't really play blitz as much as I play rapid, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on it. We're all trying to work on our own things. We all have our own issues. My issue is called blitz chess. Bullet is not a thing anymore. Here, I pull an old trick out of the hat. I go b3, d6, bishop b2, knight to f6, d4. Okay, and I go for this one. This worked out great for me when I play it. Okay, I love this. These openings are so good because I get this very nice central controlled opening. Right, it's the best. Bishop g4, d5. I decide to trade there in the center. I go a6. He goes a6. I go rook to e1. b5, bishop to e2. He trades. And we have this, and I get another fork. So I take the queen. He takes back. He doesn't resign, which I was surprised he doesn't. Because most people at this level, they're like, yeah, I'm mad, I'm going to resign. But no, I go rook c1 because I don't want to lose my rook. Knight to e5, c4. Obviously, I'm fine trading the bishop. He doesn't trade. So I go here. He trades now. And I take with the rook because I can't take with I can't take with the queen, but I don't want to lose my rook for bishop. Rook takes f3, c6. I found this. I was very impressed with how well I played this game. I don't want to toot my own horn. I don't want to feel like I'm very, prideful or anything. But I was very, very happy with, especially coming off that very bad loss. I was very, very happy with how I played this. He goes king g8, I go rook c7. I was very happy with this move, because the point of this is that if he goes here, I'm gonna queen, and then I'll pick up his pieces, and he goes here, and I trade, and then I go here, and then I go back, push his bishop there. He can take the pawn, that's fine. But here he just gives the rook away. I don't know what was going on in his head. And I take everything, and he resigns. So, very nice win for me. And that actually brings my rating up to 853. I was at like 846 probably before that. But very nice day today, wins and losses. What can you do? It's all part of the game. But I was very happy with that. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I know it was a long video, but I had to pack it all in there because I know y'all wanted to see it, or maybe you didn't. Boy, there's not much left to say. Thank you again all for watching. Very appreciated. Check out the website in the about page or in the description of this video if you want to take your chess to the next level and learn all you can about end games, tactics, anything like that. Check out the link below again of this video or in the about page on my channel for chess.com premium memberships. You'll get 40% off for your yearly membership. And if you want to support the website but you don't want to pay a whole lot of stuff, you can use the discount code Pawnstorm30 at checkout for 30% off if your order is like $20 or more. So again, I only have a couple of things on there, like 4 things on there, but check it out. You'll be supporting the channel. You'll have some great merch. And with that being said, may you make merry on the chessboard, and I'll see you all in the next video.